morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's having a great day today. It is 9 a.m. here in Houston, Texas. So I guess it's a little too early to have a good day. I don't know. I'm having a good day. Sun actually let me sleep last night, so it was good. But no, I want to come on today, and the purpose of this video is just talk a little bit about networking, and especially with the crazy times. So my question out there to you is, are you networking right now? And how are you networking right now? So if you guys want to leave some comments down below, we can have them pop up here. I'd love to talk about it. So traditionally, when you network, and from what I've seen, and kind of my experiences, you have a live event and you go and um, you start to go meet people, and you start to introduce yourselves and go to networking events, happy hours, what have you, and things like that. Well, we all know what's going on with this pandemic, and we can't gather in groups or everything. So I've seen a lot of people moving more towards out of necessity, more online virtual Zoom calls. But one of the big topics I hear a lot is, I am zoomed out. I am completely zoomed out, and for me, I live in Zoom meetings. My whole business is built on virtual, we're 100% virtual. And yeah, I think I got zoomed out when I first started, but now it's just part of the workflow. So, it's okay. But nowadays, at least with what's going on, it just networking makes it a little bit tricky. It gets a little bit tricky, it gets a little bit kind of iffy. And so with that, I just wanted to talk about kind of some of the things I've been doing, because I'm a very outgoing person. I'm an extrovert. I get my energy being surrounded around people. Like I get hyped up, and those of you that know me know that if I'm around a big group of people, my energy's through the roof. Like, whew, let's go. And and so like all our zero events that we have or something, like I'm just in full force, just yeah. But actually, first, cheers. Cheers for those that are drinking coffee this morning. We've got the big cup because, wow, my son did let me sleep. Still wasn't like all night, so mm, Texas pecan, can't beat that. So anyways, extrovert. I'm an extrovert, but and so my whole thing, my a lot of my business has been built on networking and collaborating with other people. So one of the things I've been doing is actually going out, and there are people that I want to talk to, there are people that I want to meet. I just straight up shoot them a DM, instant message, a direct message into their inbox. Hey, love what you're doing, love what you're about. Would love to set up a meeting to talk and get to know you a little bit more and whatnot. And right now with the whole Latinx thing that we're building that out and working on that. We want to help the Latino community, and so I've been trying to find specifically Latinos trying to help other Latinos in different industries. And so I, as I see somebody, I reach out, hey, love what you're doing, let's connect, and usually connect. And a lot of these times, we mesh really, really well. We vibe really well. We, a lot of times, my vision and my goals reflect what their vision and their goals are, and their values and their morals. And so it usually ends up being a great situation. So yeah, it's been a lot of DMs, a lot of DMs. But that's something I want to tell you. Like, you think that, and I was guilty about this, y'all, where, oh well, they're not going to want to talk to me, they're too big time, or they've got a lot going on, and who am I? I'm a nobody, and things like that. And I'm not to say that I'm nobody either. I mean, but I still have those feelings sometimes, and I'll be real, I do, and that's one thing that I have to fight. But if you have those feelings, just I'm just telling you right now, like, don't, like, you you have a voice, you have something to say, and I guarantee you people want to hear it, and that's something that um don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out because of the simple fact that where you think someone is, oh, up way up here, they're not going to talk to somebody like me. No, like, go out there, you know message them. If there's a client you want to work with and you're like, man, I really know I can help them, shoot them a message, call them and be like, hey, I'd love to set up a meeting. I want to show you what I can do. I feel like I can provide you a lot of value. I feel like I can do that. So um just because don't shoot your shot. Was it Wayne Gretzky? My favorite is Michael Scott. Michael Scott from The Office. His quote is, "You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take." Wayne Gretzky, and then Michael Scott. So, uh, I mean, you do. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, um, yeah. So let's see. We've got a couple comments in here. Hey, Salma. Good morning to you as well. So, um, let's take the little graphic off. Good morning. So, yeah, definitely a good morning. And so yeah, we're here, and like I said, talking about some networking. So yeah, sorry, I I've got, like, so if you guys that don't know my desk, I've got three screens up, and so my main screen's right here. So my camera is up top, right here. It's a Canon M50. It's like an actual legit DSLR camera that we've got connected to the laptop. Then I got the little webcam literally right underneath it, and I've got three screens, and so, like, I've got a lot going on, a lot going on. So, but networking, guys. I tend to get sidetracked, and I've got my little notes here, but trying to keep myself. But I just, yeah, networking. So, if there's somebody you want to work with, if there's somebody you think you can bring some massive value to, do it. And one thing that has worked for me, and this may not necessarily work for everybody, but I mean, it has worked for me, is that when I approach a situation, it's not about, hey, I can do this for you. I can save you money. I can, do this because I can. I can save you money. I can, save you on taxes. I can get you your finances in order. I can help you really scale up your business, all that stuff. But, for me, it's all about, hey, how can I be of service to you? What can I do to be of service to you? And I usually take that approach with everybody I meet. And not, don't sell them. I'm not trying to sell them immediately. It's just and for me, it's worked because they're like, oh well, hey, it's refreshing. Because I don't know about you guys, but I get a lot of LinkedIn messages from people trying to sell me, hey, let's book a time. Hey, I can get you 30 leads in one day, and you're going to make $1 million tomorrow if you sign up for my online course and our marketing team and whatnot. And I'm just like, you know, I get it, that may work, but for me, it's all about the relationships and creating those relationships and really, going out there. But yeah, so networking, guys. That's kind of my big tip is to just essentially go for it. If there's somebody you want to collaborate with, if there's somebody you want to work with, do it. I mean, the biggest stories I always tell is JJ the CPA, JJ, who's America's CPA. We all know. If you're not watching his YouTube channel, I highly suggest you do. He is a he's making videos daily, and he's really blown up. But I saw him, what, a year and a half ago, I think, on Instagram, and I was following his social media sites, and I just reached out to him, sent him a DM, like, hey man, I see you were just in Houston. I'm sorry I missed you. I'd love to get to know you. Hopped on a call, got to know him, brought him on the podcast. Oh, oh, oh. You want to get in front of, let me give you another tip. Another tip. You want to get in front of the people, you want to get in front of your audience, you want to work with somebody, you want somebody to give you their time. Y'all, real talk, start a podcast and invite them in and hype them up. That will get you in front of any gatekeeper at all. Any gatekeeper. And I gotta give I gotta give a shout out to actually here in Houston. My friend Matt Velasquez with the Houston Podcast Studio has a great setup for that. For those of you that want to start a podcast, that guy, his setup is ridiculous, like ridiculous. But that's the way to get in front of them, because people love to talk about themselves. I do too. I do too. I love to talk about myself. As you see here I am doing these Facebook lives. But starting a podcast and getting them in front of, getting them, the person you want, the gatekeeper, or getting past the gatekeeper to the person you actually want. And at that point, you do the podcast and you start to talk a little bit about what you do and everything. And they're just like, huh, oh, okay, let's talk about that. And that kind of gets you in front, that gets you in with who you need to talk to. And it's threefold, because you create content. So you create that long form content of the audio or the video if you're doing a Zoom call, or some kind of Skype or whatever. You create the long form content, okay? Then that content, you can break that up into smaller pieces to create content for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, with just based on that. And then you take that and you break it up into even smaller pieces, 1 minute segments to put on Instagram. And then you take the audio and create audiograms and drop those as well with little bits and pieces of the podcast. And then you take the video, post it on YouTube as well with some, edited and all that. And just from that one piece of content, you've created a whole bunch of stuff as well. And so, and yeah, that gets you, like I said, in front of the person and gets you, again, networking with them and whatnot. So don't be afraid to reach out, guys. Shoot a DM, shoot a message, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. You never know. What's the worst they're going to say? No, they're going to ignore you. They can be jerks. Okay, then hey, I want to do business with you. I don't want to work with you. I want nothing to do with you, But my experience has been that, you shoot your shot, and if they don't call you back or if they ignore you, then great, cool. All right, on to the next one. But most of the time, they'll respond, and people will, will talk to you, and more than not, they will help you out, with whatever question you have. Now, of course, if you're asking for, hey, can you, do this big thing? Yeah, it's going to be different. But if it's something you have a question about or something, yeah, reach out. And I'm here too. So if there's anything I can ever do for you guys, let me know. Like, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, like, I'd be more than happy to help out. But yeah, networking during the pandemic has been interesting. But it's fun, and it's something different. And at least for me, it's really helped me to keep my energy up. If you look at my calendar is just meeting, and so, which is good, because I get to help out clients, I get to work with them and whatnot, and like I said, meeting people, and so. But yeah, networking, shoot your shot. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. So, all right, guys, I rambled on enough. I'm going to finish my coffee, and then I've got, again, calls coming up. But I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.